the skill position in the XFL draft, the San Antonio Brahmas. Select.
Jacques Patrick, running back, Florida State.
What's up, everyone? This is Xavier, your host, and welcome to the 210 Stockyard. Welcome back, Brahma fans. This episode will be a little unique, and I'm going to explain in a bit. But today we're talking about my second favorite position group, and that is the running backs. The Brahmas selected a total of 3 running backs in the November draft, starting with Jacques Patrick out of Florida State, 3rd overall. And then we got Calvin Turner in the 2nd round out of Hawaii, 14th overall. And last, Kalen Ballage out of Arizona State, 6th round, 46th overall. So these 3 gentlemen make up the San Antonio Brahmas running back room. Now, normally, I'd just make one long episode where I talk about all 3 of these guys, give you some of their history, and then we go over some of their film. But it would be so long, and I don't think most of you would keep watching after maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do, and again, I said it's going to be unique. So this is going to be a 3-part series. So please like and subscribe in order to see the series in its entirety. But what we're going to do is we're going to break it down. And episode 1, we're going to talk about Jacques Patrick. All right, here we go. So our first pick, Mr. Jacques Patrick. And yes, it's pronounced Jacques. When I first saw it, I thought it was Jacques. I'm wrong. It's pronounced Jacques. All right, but Mr. Patrick here is 6'2", 235 pounds, out of Orlando, Florida. And if you guys didn't know, out of high school, his senior year, Rivals.com had him ranked as a 5-star recruit. ESPN.com had him ranked as a 4-star recruit. But overall, he was the nation's consensus number 3 running back in 2015. He also merited an invitation to and played in the Under Armour All-American game. So congratulations to him. Pretty high praise, some pretty good accolades coming out of high school. 2015, his freshman year, he plays as a true freshman. He appears in 9 games and has 1 start that season. Now, the game that he started in, by the way, at this point in time, was only the 3rd time that Coach Jimbo Fisher had allowed a true freshman running back to start for him. And he made the most of his opportunity in that game. He ran for 162 yards and 3 touchdowns against Syracuse. They win that game 45-21. Now, in my opinion, and I'm not a coach, but in my opinion, I think they should have redshirted him his freshman year instead of letting him play as a true freshman. Reason being is because they utilized him as a backup behind Dalvin Cook. And for those of you that don't know, Dalvin Cook is now running back with the Minnesota Vikings, and he tore it up this year in fantasy football. But again, I'm not a coach, just my opinion, I would have redshirted him. 2016, sophomore year, he has now solidified himself as Dalvin Cook's backup. He appears in all 13 games that season. He ends the year as the team's number 2 rusher with 350 yards and 4 touchdowns. I guess those are okay stats. I'm not overly impressed with that, but he still produced. His best game was against UCF, where he rushed for 124 yards and 1 touchdown. 2017, junior year, this is the year where he showed the most promise. So he plays in 11 games and has 9 starts. His best game was against Wake Forest, where he rushed for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. But keep in mind, by this time, he is now competing and splitting reps with Cam Akers, who is now running back with the LA Rams, and he's also doing pretty good with them. And if that wasn't enough, at the beginning of the year, he's named to the Doak Walker Award watch list. For those of you that don't know, the Doak Walker Award is given to the best running back in the nation at the end of the season. So only one running back gets this, and every running back strives to achieve this award. So he's named to the watch list at the beginning of the season, but any dreams or aspirations he had of actually winning the award were shattered during the Louisville game, where he injures his knee. I want to say he tore some cartilage in it. I don't remember exactly what the injury was, but here's the kicker. It was diagnosed as a season-ending injury, okay? It's supposed to take him out all season. But here's what amazes me about Jacques Patrick. This guy goes into surgery for his knee. They operate on him, and he walks out of the hospital under his own power after the surgery that same day. That's incredible. All right, and then to make matters worse, or I'd say more interesting, is again, it's a season-ending injury, but he only takes 2 weeks to rehab the injury. Not all season. Takes 2 weeks and comes back. So I'm thinking, like, is this guy like Wolverine? I mean, does he have some type of crazy healing factor? 2 weeks to rehab a knee that you had surgery on. Anyway, he comes back in the game against Clemson, and by this time, Clemson is the defending champs, okay? Comes back against Clemson, scores a touchdown. Now, they don't win. They lost 31-14, but still, I'm still amazed that he comes back from a pretty serious injury and still manages to produce and, be relevant to his team. That's amazing. And then his senior year. So, honestly, not too much here. He did play all 12 games. He had 2 starts, so it looks like he was relegated back to being a backup. But he never really had a breakout performance this year, so not a whole lot to say about his senior year, unfortunately. Let's take a look at his career stats. So while in Florida playing for the Noles, he had a total of 366 rushes for 1,790 yards and 17 touchdowns. So not too great. Those do look more like a backup's numbers. He had 47 receptions for 356 yards and 1 touchdown, so he can catch on occasion. Now this is what I do like. In his 4 collected years playing college football, he only had 3 fumbles. So that tells me, again, even with limited reps or limited playing time, he still secures the ball. So I do like that a lot about a running back. I would attribute his stats to the reasons why he wasn't selected in the NFL draft, but not to worry, because in 2020, during the XFL 2020 draft, he was actually selected by the then Tampa Bay Vipers. So he gets picked up by them. He plays in a few preseason games, but 2020, there's a reoccurring theme with 2020, and that's COVID/quarantine, which forced the NFL to close, thereby terminating all the players' contracts. So his contract with the Vipers got terminated on April 10th of that year, and only 1 week later, on April 17th, he gets picked up by the Bengals. So he plays with the Bengals. He's more of an insurance policy for them. He does play in some preseason games, but he didn't earn a spot on the team. He kind of bounced around the NFL with the Niners, the Panthers, the Ravens, and then oddly enough, back with the Bengals. But he was always a practice squad guy, and again, just never really made a team. All right, so let's check out some footage from his playing time that he had at Tampa Bay. Ooh, look at that. Hit the gap. Boom, lowers the shoulder. And this guy can initiate contact. He's not afraid of it. Again, I think his nickname might just have to be Wolverine. So here he goes, takes the snap, jumps over one defender, makes a second tackler miss. Third one misses, fourth guy takes him down. Second effort, I love it. Here we go, once again, hits the gap. A little bit of a stiff arm there. Took 2 guys to get him down. Obviously good in the goal line. He does have power, so we're definitely going to utilize him a lot on those, 3rd and shorts. Boom. Man, this guy's tough. This guy's a bruiser. He drags his team and the defense into the end zone. Scores a touchdown. You can tell he's happy. Takes the handoff, goes to the outside. Makes one guy miss. Steps out of bounds. Okay, so he's got some quick feet. Nice speed. Lowers the shoulder. Get off me. Just pushes the dude off of him. Here we go. Nice. Oh, way to hit the gap. Okay. Good vision. Now, I don't see a lot of patience in his running. It looks like once he gets the ball, he's just going full speed, which isn't a bad thing, but there are some plays where you're going to need to take that step back or that cut back. But definitely, I like the power that I see in his running. All right, little dump pass, a little stutter step. Okay, shows a little patience here. Oh, damn, he's dragging 3 guys with him. Okay, going down. Bop, bop. Dude, they carried him. They carried him. Just look at the strength on this guy. He's dragging, I'd say, 3 of his own players and 3 of the defense. Yeah, this guy is starting to kind of look like he might just be the Wolverine. Goes to the outside, spin move. Another shovel pass. Alright, he's patient right there. Boom, got to the end zone. Lowered the shoulder. Knew he was going to take contact, didn't matter. They don't throw it to him a whole lot, but when he does get receptions, he makes the most of them. He'll catch them. Almost hurdled him. You almost had it, Jacques. And here are some highlights from when he was with the Bengals. Out of the backfield, takes the handoff, makes one tackler miss. The second guy had to really fight to get him down. He drugged that guy. He ran like a whole yard while being hung onto. Boom. How many? 2 guys to take him down. First tackler couldn't do it. And that's what I like about him. Second effort. This guy's going to give it to you. Boom. Hits the hole. Stiff arm. Get off me. Takes a second guy to get him down. Yeah, you're not getting him down on the first go. That's one thing I see about him, is he does not go down easy, and he usually doesn't go down on the first hit. Definitely not afraid to take the contact or lower the shoulder. Stiff arm. I think he might have just slid there. All right, running to the outside. It was a tough run. Short pass. Oh, he's still fighting. See, I love that. I love seeing that. I love that second effort. Lowers the shoulder. Boom. Yeah, this guy's a bruiser. This guy's going to wear down defenses. I do like what I'm seeing. What do you guys think? Pitch to the outside. You should have hurdled. Yeah, like as if I could. Alright, again, outside pitch, gets the first down, initiates the contact. Oh, he slipped by 2, slipped by 3, 4, 5, and they're still not taking him down. They just gave him forward progress. Nice hands. Yeah, it looks like you gotta swarm him to get him down. Alright, goal line from the backfield. Oh, too easy. That was a good job on the O-line. He just walked right in. Good job. Good patience. Good cut. Again, it's the effort, the second effort. His yards after contact are pretty incredible. I like what I see with him. So there it is, folks. That's the breakdown of our first round pick, Jacques Patrick. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to see episodes 2 and 3, where I will feature both Calvin Turner and Kalen Ballage. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, stay tuned. I will see you in episodes 2 and 3.